Here's the latest at 7, I'm Elliot Macvie. Humza Yousaf has quit as Scotland's First Minister after barely a year in the job. He was facing 2 no-confidence votes, days after tearing up a power-sharing agreement with the Greens. The outgoing SNP leader has told a news conference politics can be a brutal business. The Scottish Conservatives put forward one motion. Their leader is Douglas Ross.
He said over the weekend he would continue, but only because the Scottish Conservatives brought forward a motion of no confidence in him that united the opposition parties. He knew his future was on a knife edge and he decided to jump before he was pushed.
British and Irish ministers have been meeting in London this afternoon amid an escalating row over migrants. The Dublin government says it's seen an increase in asylum seekers crossing the border from Northern Ireland and plans to return them to the UK. But a government source says the UK will refuse them unless France accepts migrants back from Britain. Rishi Sunak says the increase in migration to Ireland shows his Rwanda plan is working.
The deterrent is, according to your comment, already having an impact because people are worried about coming here, and that demonstrates exactly what I'm saying. If people come to our country illegally but know that they won't be able to stay, they're much less likely to come.
Border Force officers at Heathrow Airport are beginning a 4-day strike. 300 members of the PCS union are walking out in a dispute over new rosters. The Home Office says it has plans in place to minimise any disruption. Royal Mail is temporarily waiving the £5 fine for posts with fake stamps, while it develops an in-app scanner to spot them. It says it's also increasing efforts to charge the sender rather than the receiver for counterfeits. There are reports earlier this month that Chinese suppliers were printing fraudulent stamps for use in Britain, something its embassy in London has called absurd. In local news, a group of political campaigners are advocating for an English Parliament based in Winchester. An event was held at the Ark on Jury Street, in which the plan was introduced to the public. Activist Matanza Fedora explains why Winchester would be the best place for an English Parliament.
Well, Winchester is historically not only the original capital, but the literal birthplace of England as a nation. If you go down to Hamo Thornycroft's statue of Alfred the Great, for instance, the inscription reads, "The founder of the kingdom, the name," and it abbreviates on this somewhat, but the language, culture, and people of England.
And finally, Southampton suffered yet another defeat at the weekend, this time to struggling Stoke City. The Potters took the lead shortly before half-time through Tyrese Campbell, and despite having a number of chances to equalise, Saints just couldn't find that all-important goal. Their hopes of automatic promotion are over, while the 3 points secured Stoke survival.